Good morning, viewers. Welcome back to CAS TV. We're going to be introducing you to our new car to do a tuning store build. This isn't a Slam Sanctuary Customs one, but we do have something for that. I think you might have already seen the 8 Series video coming out. Let's talk about what we've bought. So, as you know, we have sold both of our cars from our previous YouTube series, which was Slam Sanctuary Customs. Sold both of those, the Mercedes and the S2000. I think we've even sold a few more cars. We've sold Palm's Porsche, Palm's M3, Purav's Mustang as well, which can only mean one thing, is that we are ready to do a couple new builds. Raj gave us a list of requirements when going out and finding a car for this series. So he did give us a budget of about £10,000, roughly, which lasted about a week and a half. He wanted something that would obviously do quite well on the channel, because if we don't get any views, then there's absolutely no point us continuing with these builds. So originally, I was thinking something like Mini Cooper S, maybe John Cooper Works. We did actually go and take a look at a couple, but for the budget that I was being set, they just weren't good examples. To buy a decent Cooper S or John Cooper Works, you've really got to fork some money out, apparently. So that went down the drain quite quickly. So we got to thinking, what have we done quite well in the past? What do we enjoy? What do we know? And then why don't we stick with VAG? Everyone likes VAG. Very moddable, tunable cars. So, as you all know, there is a cost of living crisis going on. So, I, for example, have had to get a second job, which has a big factor in this car. I needed something that I can fit all of my tools in. So what have we bought? Okay. So this is it. This is our new to us anyway, Audi TT Mk3 2016 in this awesome red colour. When we saw this red one, we thought, you don't really see too many of them on the road, so we went for this one straight away. Absolutely love the colour. So a little bit about TTs. So I think the first car we ever bagged at Car Audio, well before my time anyway, was a Mk2 Audi TT, a white one. I think we could put a picture up of it somewhere, but we love that car. That was a really awesome build. So I think it's about time we do another one. So a little bit on this car in particular. So like I say, it's the 2-litre TFSI, same engine as the Golf GTI, I believe, just in a slightly different chassis. So for those of you that sort of like the VAG platform, you want a good, affordable sort of engine to go with that isn't like an R or a TTS or a TTRS, but you don't want to drive a Golf necessarily, you don't like the shape, this is what you want to go for. Absolutely amazing car to drive. We'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, absolutely in love with it. Okay, so why have we gone with an Audi TT? Purely because of the amount of things you can do to it. Ultimate Stance, the last show we were at, there was a couple of really cool builds there, so there's a little bit of inspiration from that, not gonna lie. But yeah, it's been a while since we've had a TT in the fleet. There's a lot you can do to it. Starting with the engine, I mean, we could be looking at intakes, exhaust, turbos if we wanted to go that far, remaps, obviously wheels and suspension. I have a feeling, if I get my way, we're probably gonna bag this one. Do a little bit of a tuning store, cross with a stance build. Okay, so that's a brief introduction into our new TT. It is absolutely freezing, so I think the best thing to do, jump into the car, put the heating on, let's go for a drive. First thing you'll notice, starting with the suspension, is it is quite boaty. By boaty, I mean when you chuck it around a little bit in corners, it is quattro, so it does stick, and you can sort of feel that it is going to stick, but you are sort of about to fall out if it's a tight corner. You better have the window up or you're going to be straight out. So I think that is probably the first thing we should address. Be that coilovers or air suspension, I don't know. I don't think we do know yet. If you guys have got any ideas of what you would prefer to see, let us know in the comments, because we haven't really decided on that. Definitely not springs, because I just fitted springs on my own car and they're a ball ache to fit. But also we need sort of the element of the rebound adjustment and the dampening. We need to be able to adjust that, because that is the main problem with the way this car drives. From the engine, it is a pretty decent engine. I'm 99.9% sure it's the same as the Mk3 Golf GTI. Fairly certain on that. So it is pretty quick. It's not lightning fast, but it's good fun. However, I think it is lacking a little bit in power, so maybe a Revo remap is something we can look at. Obviously, we now offer Revo remapping services. We'd already offered the hardware, we now do the maps. So, moving on from the engine sort of things, I think one massive thing this car lacks, there's not really any aggressive styling to the car. It is a good looking car. It's obviously the S-Line, it's the Quattros, but yeah, it's got no sort of carbon fiber styling. Obviously it wouldn't, so that's definitely something we can look at, as well as maybe a front grille, wing mirror covers, aerial sort of covers. We love our carbon fiber back at base, so that's definitely something we'll be doing. We're going to keep trying to do these builds. We're going to do as many as we can, just to try and cover sort of all different bases, all different areas, Jap, VAG, BMW. I'm just going to try and sort of cover what everyone likes, something for everyone. Please drop a like on the video, just so we know if you like what we're up to. If you don't like what we're up to, then don't dislike it. Just leave me a nasty comment, because I like fighting back at comments. That'll be good fun. But yeah, please subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with what's going on. Got a couple more builds on the channel with Slam Sanctuary as well. I think we've got the 8 series we're going to start soon. So yeah, I guess that is probably all there is to talk about in today's episode. I think the next one we're probably going to look at sorting the stance out, be that the wheels and the suspension, maybe together in the same episode, I don't know. We will let you know as we get on. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we will catch you in the next video. Cheers.